Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time. Something a little bit out of the ordinary. It's been a while since I brought a new game to you. This is a game that I've been playing since the summer, and I wanted to play it for a while before I got on and gave. This isn't really a review, it's more of an intro. And if you're interested in more videos on this game, just let me know in the comments. I love it. I like playing it. What is it? Okay, first of all, the name of it is Watcher of Realms. It really started off as a mobile device type gotcha game. And they've made a version for PC as well, which is what I play. But my wife plays it on iPad and also on her PC as well, and it works equally as good. I like playing it on PC better. I'm more of a PC gamer. So it is a gotcha game in the fact that they try to sell you a lot of different things. That's how they make their money, right? So they want you to buy different packages and things to make the game go faster, cool heroes, things like that. But the nice thing that I found about it is it's spending money on it is not really needed. This is a Web 2 game. It is not a Web 3 game. It's a little bit outside of what I normally cover in Web 3 games. But the reason why I like it is I like tower defense games. Okay. So at its heart, I feel that this is a tower defense game. And it brings in a whole fantasy style to the tower defense game genre. Okay, so you're not just putting down towers that are like range, AOE range, or things like this. You're putting down heroes, and there are four different specific types of heroes that or categories. You have healers, you have tanks, you have melee units, and you have range damage units. And all these heroes fall in some form or fashion within those, and some of them are a combination. I'm getting a little bit ahead myself, but I just wanted to give you a reason why I like it. So I feel that if you like tower defense games, this is worth a look. If you're not really big on tower defense games, you might not like it. But let's go ahead. They're running a special event during the Christmas season right now called the Frostfall Jamboree, as most games are running some kind of thing. So lots of cool things going on. Let's go ahead and jump in. And one of the things, and it popped up on my other screen. So I'm going to make my face a little bit smaller so you can see the full screen here. And don't get... there's a lot going on this screen, just like a lot of gotcha type games. There's a lot going on. But the nice thing is, if you start the game, they feed it to you slowly, so to speak. You level up, and as you start out, you only have access to a very small portion of the game. And it can be frustrating at very beginning because they lead you. They take your hand and lead you through the first several levels of the game, and you basically can't do anything else other than do exactly what the game makers want you to do. But in a good way, that doesn't last overall too long, and they lead you through the basics of learning how to play the game and get into it. So that is a good thing. At its heart, like I said, it is a tower defense game, and it's very strategy oriented, but the fantasy aspect is the fact that you're going to have to collect different type of heroes that you might like. You're going to have to level up those heroes. You're going to have to equip them with gear and level up that gear. And there's several different subsystems that really boil down to leveling your hero up and making them stronger so you can progress further through the game. Okay? So I'll stop there for a minute. Now, there's a lot of different things going on, and they do heavily emphasize just like most gotcha games, logging in every day. So they have several different things that, you have a daily reward for logging in. You have daily quests that you can log in and do and help advance your heroes along and bring them up. So I've spoken a lot about heroes. Let me go ahead and bring up my heroes. This gives you an example of the heroes we're talking about. And on my account, we only have one legendary. Now, this is my second account. At the end of this video, I will go through my 5 top takeaways for people wanting to begin this game. And like I said, this is not really strategy getting in there. There's a lot of different YouTubers. There's several different big YouTubers that really get into strategy for this game. I'm a lightweight player, right? I play free, but I do play on a daily basis. So with that said, I only have one legendary character so far. I do have a handful of epics, which are the purple ones. And then they get down into rares and commons. But you'll see very much like other like card games, like Splinterlands or what have you. You're collecting heroes instead of cards, okay? And you can level them up. You can star them up, which increases their power, and you can promote them through. I'm just throwing a lot at you, but I'm just giving you this idea of how you can go in and make your characters stronger, basically. Put gear on them, jewelry, weapons, armor. You can increase their skills depending upon some heroes only have one skill, two skills, three skills, four skills, and level those skills up, which makes them more powerful. They also have what they call an awakening system. So if you draw multiple heroes of the same type, you can combine them, just like making cards stronger in Splinterlands or what have you. You can combine them, and it makes them stronger, gives them various powers and such. And you can also equip them with artifacts, which is another type of equipment, which is another thing you can level up. So the takeaway here is there's lots of different systems in which basically boil down to make your heroes stronger. Okay, so they have an arena. Which hits on one of my points. If you can go in and you can play PvP, which really isn't necessarily PvP. It's you go in and you're presented with a board to pick out your best team, position them, and let them play against the game. Try for the best, basically the best time for the clear of that board, and then it pits you against other characters or other people, and you see who does it faster and everything. So it's not like a one-on-one PvP type, World of Warcraft type situation or something like that. So there's a lot of different things to it, and I'm not going to have time in this full video to go over everything. But like I said, if you're interested in more, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I might make more because I enjoy the game. Like I said, this is my second run through or second account because due to an issue, which I'll point out in one of my top 5 points for new players, that you need to do, otherwise you might lose access to your account. So with that said, one of the things I want to make a video tonight is one of the systems involves summoning heroes. Okay, one of the things you can earn in the game are called summoning crystals. Okay, these blue summoning crystals, they also come in a couple different varieties, and they're one of the things that the game tries to sell you, but you can earn them through doing various quests and different things the game provides for you to do on a daily and weekly basis. Now, this system, you can always summon heroes, but usually on the weekend, there are events which make it more lucrative or a higher percentage chance of you actually being able to summon a better hero, like an epic or a legendary. And so one of my takeaways is going to be, I'll mention this up front, you're better off doing your summons on the weekend. Okay, so I kind of jumped ahead of myself. But let's go back, and one of the nice things they do have here is a calendar. And you can open the calendar, and it has access on the left to your tabs of all the different events that are going on, and you can click on them for specific information. But you can also look at the different events in the calendar view, and they also announce it, basically the events a week ahead of time, so you can see what's going on. Hey, what do I need? Do I need to go in here? Oh, for this one, I get points for summoning heroes and win trophies, and the higher ranked people, whoever places gets different, you get different prizes, summoning stones and everything. And these aren't necessarily hard to win. They're hard to win, come in first, but it's not hard to place and, take away a few prizes. So like with all gotcha games, they really hit you hard and heavy every day when you log in with about 5, 6, 7, 8 screens of, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this. All I have to say is be very careful with what you choose. Some of the stuff is worth it. Some of it's not. I would advise watching videos, different other larger YouTubers than I on this subject have videos specifically dedicated to, hey, what's worth buying, what's not worth buying. And I think that's a subject we all hit in most games. Hey, what's worth it, and what's not. I don't necessarily I can't comment on that because I have not bought anything. But I will say that I have had fun for the last. This game went live, as far as I know, in June of 2023, and I've been playing it pretty much ever since. And on a pretty much daily basis. So I've had fun. Like I said, if you enjoy tower defense games, you'll probably like it. Now, I will go ahead and, like I said, back to my summoning. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because not only to introduce the people that watch my channel to a new game, but also that I have 102 summoning crystals saved up to use specifically for this event. Now, these don't come, you don't get a whole lot of them, but this is roughly like 3 weeks worth of summoning crystals, me saving up. But once again, I saved them up because one of the events that can occur, and it usually occurs once a month, is a summoning event, and you can look up to the right corner here, chance up times 10. So basically, the chance of drawing this better hero, which this week it's Gwendolyn, and she's a healer, is 10 times the normal event chance. Very small percentage chance still. You can look at the details and you can see that I do need Gwendolyn because I do need a good healer. But it's still, of any of these nice healers, or any of these nice characters are still less than 1% chance, and for the better ones, much less than 1% chance of drawing, okay? But this is still the best time to draw them, okay? So, and there's arguments back and forth about, there's some other events people do consider maybe better. There's an event they hold where it's 1 for 1. If you draw, you don't have a higher percentage chance of drawing a better card, but if you do draw a legendary, you get matched. You get a second legendary. So some people say that's better. I don't know. I stick with the plus 10 times 10 events. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump in and do 102. I'm really looking to get Gwendolyn. If I hit Gwendolyn, if I can get her, then I will switch over to the other summons, which are these 3 other characters, Setram, Boreas, and Aurum. I have it by watching a couple of the other bigger YouTubers that Setram and Boreas are really the pulls here. Okay, Setram is ranged, Boreas is a mage. Aurum, although I do like the artwork for Aurum because I'm partial to playing dwarves in different games, he looks ultra cool to me, is not necessarily the best pull here. And we can also see a third section here, Prayers Divine Summoning, which have the same heroes available, but in a higher percentage because this is a rare gem to come by, and I only have 3 of those. So let's go ahead and jump into the summoning. And basically I have 10. You can draw 10 at a time if you wish, or you can draw 1 at a time. And as far as I know, it doesn't matter which way you do it, but just for the sake of time, we'll do 10s, okay? So here we go, jumping in. And of course, one thing you're limited by is your hero capacity. So let's go to sort, and I am going to dismiss my 3-star heroes and get some diamonds out of it. So that makes up a little bit of room for me. So let's go ahead and do some summons. And what we're looking for is purple or gold here, really. Obviously we want gold. So we drew an Estrid, which she's a great melee. I can use her. And a double, Tazira. Also a halfway decent range. I'm pretty good on range, but I'll take anything new, right, to my collection. And let's go ahead and draw another. And we got another epic. So Lily, I could use Lily as well, a piercer. That's the team she's on, and she is a healer. Another item about this game is that most of the characters, a good portion of the better characters, belong to a team. And if you use characters all on the same team, the more characters you do, you build up a bonus, especially if you're using a team captain. So we'll get into that if I do another video on it. So different strategies involved, and no purple. These are all blue or green, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but obviously, and we have to sort again. Next time I have to sort, I will probably just increase my capacity. It costs diamonds to increase your capacity. Another thing here is if you do a total of 250 summons, which I don't have enough for, you would get a free, you would get Gwendolyn. It's not free, but you would get Gwendolyn if you did a total of 250. But hey, another epic. Still crossing my fingers for Gwendolyn. Assault. Nice pull. Nice pull. And another purple. Another Tazira. So I will be able to use that to make my new Tazira stronger. Nothing too exciting there. We have to keep doing this though because I am low on space. We will increase, and as you can see, I can increase at a cost of some diamonds there, but I've been needing to have it increase. So I got 52 left. Come on, cross my fingers. Another epic, at least. Some more heroes to work with, and my epic is Theowin. That's good. I do have Theowin, and he's one of my stronger ranged heroes. So I can make him stronger with that copy. Still not seeing any gold, unfortunately. Brunor. I like Brunor. I had him on my last account. He's another range guy. He's also on 2 teams, which makes him a little bit easier to use. And nothing good on this pull, really. It's a new one, though. I didn't have autumn. Another terrible pull. Okay, this is my last 10 pull. Oh, come on. I was hoping for some better pulls. Let's go ahead and do my 2 singles. Not very good luck this evening. So I do have some legendaries, so let's go ahead and do those. Cross my fingers. A little bit higher % chance here. Medan. She's a healer. This is good. This is the second good healer I've gotten. Not a legendary, but once again, these will all serve to make my account stronger. I am hoping for Aatrox. This is one that somebody was watching earlier said this was a really good one to level up. And once again, this guy's on 2 different teams, Cultist and Chaotic, so it makes him a little bit more useful. And let's go ahead and use my last. And no legendary. Cyclone. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not great, not bad. Okay, now what we'll do is I'll look back here, and if we go into the events. One of the events that's going on is Arrival of Heroes, and the action that needs to be had during this event is summon heroes to win trophies and redeem awards. So you'll see that this bar was not even started when I went to go ahead and do the summonings, but I did enough to go through the whole event, and I will get these prizes, which basically most of these are to either play, buy different things, summon a hero, or level up heroes. So we'll go ahead and collect those. And currently I'm first. I don't imagine that I will stay in first place. But if I do win, I will get 10 shards. I will get these prizes here. But I should place somewhere. As you can see, there's several different events going on that you can go in, and you can see I'm about a little bit greater than halfway through the bar of doing this. And I win different prizes along the way, just giving you more things to do in the game, right? Okay, so, and that allows me to collect a few things as far as completing quests for the day, which I can get. See, I can get, I performed at least 30 summons, so I get 2 more. And another one. So we can go back in, and I've got 3 summons, so why not? Please tell me I'm getting something good. And I don't think my luck is going to get any better. Okay. Okay. With that said, let's go through, and I'll throw them up here on the screen. The top 5 pointers I have for people that want to start playing this game. Okay. The first thing is, when you first start playing the game, before you even really start playing much, what you need to do is go in under your player profile. Just click on the picture up to the left. Okay. Go into settings, and you need to link this in this right column. Link your account to something. Link it to your email address. If you have a Google Play account, if you have a Facebook account, I don't even know what VK is, but if you have one of those accounts, link your account to one of these. Like I had said before, I lost my first account because I had it installed on my computer, and it was just saving locally. I had not linked it to anything, so there was no way to retrieve my game progress. My computer went down. I needed to wipe the drive and reinstall Windows, and when I did, my progress went away. I had to create a new account. So that's the first thing you want to do. Now, the second thing you want to do is you want to follow the introduction to the game, and follow that through. Okay, it takes I think by about level 15 you've pretty much completed everything in the introduction, and by level 20 you pretty much have access to everything you see on my screen. But like I said, they introduce it to you a little bit at a time. Now I will take a minute here, and I'll flash this up on screen as well. Is at about level 7 you will have access, you'll have access to friends, but you'll have access to invite friends. And this is where I give you my friend code. So I would appreciate if you went ahead and used my friend code, which I will leave in the show notes, and I will also put up on the screen now. And that just gives me a little bonus. Basically, you can see exactly what it does, because I do have a friend here. As if you play the game, I get a few things as you make your way along. It doesn't make me any money, but it gets me a little bit of extra in the game, which helps my game along. So along that point, I would say after you make your way through the introduction, follow the storyline. Okay, the storyline from 1 on basically gives you a series of things to do that will advance your characters, advance your account, and make you stronger. And while you're doing that, you get prizes. In this case, you can see that I'm on the hero's path, and I'm on stage 13, making my way through it. My next stage, or my next quest or thing to do, is after receiving this quest, enhance 4 pieces of gear to enhancement level 12 plus. And that's the process where you level up your gear. Once I do that, I will get 20 free diamonds. And that moves me a tick closer. Now, the ultimate goal is going all the way through to level 18, and you get this cool character, okay? And she's sure to help everybody's account up. While you're doing that, you work through sub-story, and these are basically like in other games where you have achievements. You do achievements, you do different things, and you earn prizes along the way, which in turn helps you level up your characters, etc. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is hold your summoning crystals until the weekend, and use the weekend events to do your summoning on. Because like I said, the events are announced in the calendar over here on the event calendar, and they lead to higher chances of actually receiving better characters when you do summon. That's the third item. Now, number 4 is take advantage of the Dwarven Association. Now, the Dwarven Association, when you open it, it gives you access to 4 different shops. Now, at the very beginning, you only have the black market, which is it refreshes every so often, every hour. Like you can see this clock down here. It does a tick down. And you have a certain amount of free refreshes every day. It's like 4 or 5. And then after that, when you're done with your free refreshes, it starts charging you 500 gold, 1,000 gold. Then it starts charging you diamonds. And basically at the beginning, this is a way to equip your characters. You come in here and you will have access to different level equipment, different level weapons, jewelry. You also have, you can also buy different things such as auto fight. This is also a game where you can set it, and after you've cleared a board, let it auto fight for you and clear certain boards enough times to gain different points and things like that to advance your characters. And take advantage of things when they're on sale if you need them, because they'll be on sale, cost less gold, and conserve your gold. Okay, early on when you first start playing, you will think, wow, I've got tons of gold. Well, let me tell you what, about once you get above like level 40, 50, somewhere in that range, gold is scarce and it starts getting really expensive to level up your equipment and such. So conserve your gold and be careful on what you buy. And once again, I can do another video on just, covering what to buy and stuff like that from my perspective. But this is one shop that will be available. Now, another kind of side thing, which will lead into number 4. Number 4, my advice is to join a guild. Because in this game, there's no reason not to join a guild when you first start, and you get access to different other daily quests, and you get access to a whole new shop. And you can see up here on the tab is that there's a whole other section of things that you can buy through specific points that you earn by joining in on guild battles and such. And I'll take a look at that in a minute. The third thing is arena shop. We talked briefly about the arena. When you participate in the arena battles, you do earn arena points, and you can come in here. You can buy summoning crystals, like we just used a bunch. You can buy stamina potions, which are used to refill your stamina. It's just like a standard gacha game where you can only do certain amount of things during the day, and then you have to start refilling your stamina. But there's plenty of potions, and they come in the game frequently. So I use them on a usual basis, and there's really no need to hoard them. And you can also buy crystals where you're advancing the skills of your character, etc. And then you also have the Awakening shop, which deals with the Awakening system, which is what I told you about earlier, where you combine multiple cards on a character, and then that makes them stronger. I was trying to find one that I had that would be a good example. Okay, here's a good example. Let's go in here. You can see that I have him awakened to level 3, but we can go in here and awaken him to level 4. And as you can see, when I awaken him to level 4, this character gets plus 300 hit points. So that's basically the awakening system. Just another way to make your character stronger. And the fifth and last thing is I will say take advantage of the events that are going on daily that you can check up here under the Oracle's trial. They will have different things that's going on, such as this one says participate in Gear Raid 3, which is a raid in which you can earn gear, obviously. You can see I referenced this earlier. We can go straight to it. And really the objective here is, in a lot of cases, to drive through this full bar over, these events usually last 3 days or so, 3 or 4 days, and get all the prizes on the bar. But in the meantime, it gives you something to do and press forward, and you can possibly win other nice prizes to collect and, summon more heroes and things of that nature. So we'll round this off and say that, go ahead and say, well, wow, okay, you've done all this talking. What does the game look like? Okay, let's take a look. Let's go back to, you have the standard campaign mode, and this is on hard, but we'll go ahead and I did just open up expert, but I haven't played in it yet. You can see that I've cleared 303 of 375 normal levels, and I've cleared 183 of 318 hard levels. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at normal, and we can see I'm on level 8 -8. And let's go in, and you can immediately get a look at the map layout, and you can look at what characters you're going to be fighting against to kind of give yourself a little bit of a strategy. So let's go ahead and go in and fight. And at this point, I can look at the board again, and I can see the blue locations are basically the locations that we are going to want to protect. Okay. Keep in mind, this is very much like a tower defense game. The red locations are where the enemies are going to spawn. Okay. So, with that said, I can see that I've got 2 locations that I need to protect. So right off the bat, and I've not played this level, but I'm going to need at least 2 tanks to protect those, and probably 2 healers. And a few range and a few magic. The one thing I will look at is that you can look at the various resistances on the characters and see, on some levels they might have characters that are very magic resistant, and you don't want to use mages in there, and vice versa. But this looks like a decent mix, so we'll go with, that looks like I've got my 2 healers, I've got a tank. I do not have 2 tanks. So, but I do have this, I think I'm going to take her out, and I'm going to put him in. Let's see how this goes. So immediately, straight off the bat, you can press pause. And if you saw that line that went down, they will point out, the game will point out where the first line of mobs, of characters are going to come against you. So you can use that to plan out what you're going to do. So my first thing is going to be, and you're waiting for your mana to tick up here at the bottom. So I'm going to drop a tank right here. And you can also take this and click it up to double speed if you wish. So he's coming across there, and I'm going to throw a healer down, and you'll see that the blue boxes are the range of where her healing covers, and that also applies to so I'm going to take and throw this ranged guy down. And it looks like I have to worry about this guy coming in from over here. So we'll have him faced over here. Now, I also have to be worried about this other, well, you know what? I'm going to pop down AI right here, and she throws down ice crystals. So we'll see how that goes. I do need to get a healer up on her. So let's do that. And I do need to get a tank or something up there. And let's go ahead and throw that in. So, and I have three more three more characters that I can throw down. And my healer died. And she just died, so I'm going to throw out another mage. And up at the top, you can see how many mobs you have to contend with. I have 28. I'm not going to... I need to pull that. I'm pulling my melee back. If you pull a melee back during mid-game, you lose it for 60 seconds, but it doesn't count against your being killed timer or count, and it gives you half its mana back, which you can spend towards casting other characters if need be. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down another melee, because I will need it right here. And I'm going to throw down this healer again. Hopefully she will not die. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm about halfway through the board. As you can see, it's just it's looking at a board and coming up with a plan, and then kind of modifying that plan as you work through. And sometimes, a lot of times it might take you several tries to beat a board, right? Especially as they get harder as the game goes along. I do have two more I can put down. I'll put her back down. And I like to keep one maybe open a little bit, because sometimes the game evolves and something happens and you don't know, you don't expect what's happening. You have to, figure out what to do. So I'm at 25, 28. So I've got three more mobs to contend with. That's these three down here. I don't necessarily know what they're going to do, so I'm going to pull this guy up. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to kill him with this lady here. She doesn't do much damage, but she's great at freezing people and slowing people down. I'm going to let her ultimate ability charge up and see if I can hit them. I don't know. Maybe they're just standing there. I don't know what their purpose is, but either way, I have to get rid of them to clear this board. So let's go ahead and throw her ultimate down. Got rid of one of them. I usually throw him down when I need a range damage to do something like this, but he was not available. So as you can see, I cleared that board. It wasn't the prettiest win. I only won. I only got 2 shards, so I would have to go back and look at what I did. So that means that since I only got 2 or 3 shards, I did not hit one certain item, one certain thing that I needed to do during that board to be able to make the full 3 shards. So in this case, I'll have to go back and reference and see what I missed and go back and do it again. But I just wanted to give you an example of what the boards may look like, So thanks for dropping by. Like I said, if you decide you'd like to play, it's free. You don't have to buy anything. They do throw a lot of ads at you. I've been enjoying it. I've been playing it for like 6 months. In fact, I got my wife playing it. She's enjoying it as well too. So like I said, if you get to playing it, please put my my friend code in there, and we can talk about it more if you wish. So otherwise, I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy and having a good holiday season. And I will see you on the flip side. Are you still here? Thanks for staying to the end. I appreciate it. Check out this code to get some free stuff in Watcher of Realms.